Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Sister Mika and I am glad you are here today. So just a little bit about me. Again, I love being feminine and wearing dresses and skirts. I also love to sew, and before I had kids I would sew all the time, but now I sew when I can, and mostly just when something needs fixing. But I'm hoping one day I can get back to sewing on a regular. I do want to make all my kids a blanket for Christmas, so hopefully I can get to do that, Lord willing. But my husband and I just celebrated 20 years of marriage this year. I met my husband when I was 23 years old, and we got married after 9 months of dating because we wanted to do things right by God. He had rededicated his life to the Lord, and I did too. And so we got married, and when we got married, we didn't really know what we were getting ourselves into. We was just, just like anyone else, in love, got the butterflies. So I would advise anyone who is engaged or wants to be married to get Christian marriage counseling before you get married. But by the grace of God, He has blessed us to see 20 years, and I still love Him. I love when He comes home from work. I like to make sure the house is clean and towels and rags are clean and available for Him to wash up. I try to let Him go upstairs and relax or take a nap because I know how hard He works for us. And then He comes down and we talk, and He talks to the kids, and I make sure dinner is ready before He lays down to go to sleep for the night. But this makes for a peaceful home when you consider others. The word says to prefer others over yourself. And so I try to do this. And when I need some time, my husband will step in and consider me too. All right, guys, so today's video is creating a modest and peaceful atmosphere in your home. All right. Modesty beyond clothing, how your home reflects your values. All right, so modesty, the quality or state of being unassuming or moderate in estimation of. So modesty is also can be doing things in moderation. As homemakers, we don't have to have so much. When we have so many things, it can get really messy and cluttered. What I try to do, for example, if I buy something new, then I'm throwing the old one out. Or if it's in good condition and I see if someone need it at church or put it up on Facebook Marketplace. Even when I buy clothes, I told myself I was not buying any more hangers. If the hangers are full, it's time to purge. And you can check out this video right here of how I do that. So I look through my closet and take out anything I don't wear, and this helps me to not have so much stuff. Sometimes we have all this stuff and we don't use it or wear it, and it just keeps piling up, and storage just keeps getting full and full. We have to learn how to be modest even in our home so that we can keep a nice, neat, clutter-free home. Is it always easy? No, especially when things are sentimental. But when there is so much stuff and it's sentimental to you, take pictures of it, especially if you are not using it, so you can remember it. And then give it to someone who will actually use it. I had to declutter my downstairs because it was always dirty. Every day I was cleaning it up. But I realized the kids were playing down there and they were playing in their room. So instead, I took their toys from downstairs and I took it upstairs to their room so that they can just only play in their bedroom. And that has helped keep the room downstairs cleaner. So purge your home and do everything in moderation. Ask the Lord, how can I do things to help my home stay clean and clutter free? You know if you really need it or not. So let's keep a modest home. Peace, order, purity, and hospitality as modest expressions. Your home should reflect purity, even how the kids dress and walk around the house. They too should also dress modestly, especially our girls around brothers and their dad. This also shows their brothers what qualities to look for in a woman because they have grown up in a house of modest women. When guests come over, they should see me and my kids in modest clothing, the same as they see me out and about. The scripture tells us in Philippians 4:8, it says, "Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things." So we want to make sure we keep things pure, of good report. We should focus more on making sure our heart is right, because when our heart posture is aligned with God and His will, then this won't be a struggle. 1 Peter 3:3-4 says, "Whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair and of wearing of gold or of putting on apparel, but let it be the hidden man of the heart, in that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of God a great price." He said, let it be the hidden man of the heart. You know, our heart has to change. Our heart has to align with God's will. And then it won't be a struggle to be modest, even at home. Visual modesty, decorations, media, and atmosphere. Now, if we put these things into practice, decluttering, purging things that we no longer use or wear, then we set a modest atmosphere. People see we do things in moderation. Even our decor, it should be done in moderation and in a modest manner. It's okay to have pictures of statues or drawings of people, but they need to be clothed. They shouldn't be naked in the picture. There should be a standard of holiness even in our home. What we look at on TV and what we put before our kids. And as a woman of the house, we may have to take a stand with what we allow in our homes. When it comes to our kids and our spouse, that goes for magazines that come to the house or even books. I remember somehow I was being sent a subscription for this magazine, and I can't remember the name of it right now, but when it would come, and sometimes it had pictures on the cover that was not good, and I would just throw it away in the trash because it was not coming into my house for the enemy to tempt my sons or my husband. So I threw it away. And that's how we have to lift up a standard in our home. We have to keep the devil out. I even have a subscription to VidAngel, and I will put it down in the description below. But VidAngel will take out all the cursing, sex, nudity from movies and shows, so that you can be able to watch a popular or a new movie without the cursing, without the nudity and the sex. It'll take all that out. And so I thank God for that source. It's a great source to have to keep your family from these things. Also, to keep the peace in your home, don't let your kids fight. I always tell them to love each other, be kind to one another, Prefer others over yourself. They also receive good teachings at church and in the different ministries we have, Boys to Men and Phenomenal Girls. And also they have kids fellowship with Sister Stacy on Zoom during the week. So they get a good amount of teaching, helping them to learn how to love one another. And I can say they all do. They all love each other. And I thank the Lord, by His grace, I have a good relationship with all five, even my two teenagers. And I'm not boasting by all means, because God taught me how to love my kids and to be a better mom. And so I try, and mostly I pray. I am a praying mama. Another thing, you don't want to go to bed angry with your spouse. Whatever disagreement you may have had, go ahead and get it right, and pray. Pray together. He don't want to pray, you go and pray. And always be quick to forgive, even if the other was at fault. Forgive. This also makes for a peaceful atmosphere. The scripture says in Ephesians 4:26, it says, "Be ye angry," and he said, "Sin and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath." And so it's saying, don't let the sun go down upon your wrath. If you upset with your spouse, get it right. Talk it over. And if you talked it over and y'all still not getting nowhere, take a break. Pray about it. Forgive. And then if the Lord, so you can go to bed at peace. And if the Lord wants you, you still feel a certain way and you have given it to the Lord, you say, "Lord, I want him to see how I'm feeling." And he's not seeing. The Lord may help you to say it in a way where he'll get it and understand you. And so God is, he's so loving, and he's a good father. He can help your marriage. Matthew 18:21-23 says, "Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how often shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times? Jesus saith unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. Jesus said 70 times 7. That's a lot of times. So he means that we should keep on forgiving. It doesn't stop. There is no number to it. We keep forgiving. All right. Remember, you are the one to guide the house. Guide it in love, in patience, in holiness. And your family will remember this, and God will be pleased. All right, guys, I love you so much. We live in a world today where I see so many missing kids posts and so much hatred and evil going on. I want you to know that you are loved, and I love you, and the Father loves you. And if no one has told you that today, I have told you. God bless you. Please let me know in the comments how have you created a modest home. Share your testimony below. It may help a younger sister. All right. Check me out on Facebook if you would like, and you can send me a message. Let me know how you're doing. I like to know how I like to conversate with people and get to know people. So check me out on Facebook as well. All right, guys. God bless. Guys, I pray this video blessed you. I love you. And check out these videos right here for more encouragement. And please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll know when I drop a new video. All right, guys, have a blessed day.